What's up, everybody? It's me, Jum Jumington, former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics Auxiliary Hazardous Material Storage Facility somewhere in the world. How's it going, everybody? Happy birthday, Flash! Flash, do you want me to sing happy birthday for you? I'll do it. But I can appreciate if you don't. It's not a real thing. I don't often find out when people's birthdays are. So it delights me to hear that. Everybody make sure you wish Flash a happy birthday. Also, I'm going to note that in the Discord. Everybody get in there. What's up, Judd? What's up, Flash? What's up, Silas? What's up, Perhead Mo? Forgot you were streaming, and all I could think was, yeah, I usually do too. I'm usually like sitting here, dazing off, just kind of just like casually browsing the internet because something popped in my mind, and all of a sudden it's like, I gotta hit that button. Herald Quest, my favorite. Every time I talk about the game, I'm like, if I forget to put the S on it, it sounds like a very different sort of quest. What's up, Flash? Welcome back. Happy birthday. I don't know if you caught it. I'll say it again. Happy birthday to you. Snowed last night. Woken up all night by salt trucks. Oh, geez. Yeah, we got a bunch of snow out here today. It did snow a little overnight, but it snowed more during the day. And I got out there and shoveled. I had to go out there because my nephew actually didn't have school today, which I'm shocked for. He's going to the same school as I went to when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, like, we never got snow days for nothing. I remember having to walk home through like a blizzard. That's how much they like refuse to shut anything down. And now I feel like they give them these days off for nothing. These kids don't know how good they got it. So I had to hang out with him, and I was shoveling the driveway out and the sidewalk and the back deck for the dog. And then like an hour later, it started snowing again, and it snowed like just as much as I had just shoveled. It was like, I don't know what the depth was, but like, I would rather shovel 4 inches twice than shovel 8 inches once. But still, it just makes it all feel so pointless. Don't have to sing happy birthday. You know what? I wouldn't subject you to that if it wasn't if it was not your desire. I did sing happy birthday to Mr. Dilly Tingle on his birthday. To get enough to need to shovel just about an inch or two. Oh, just we didn't get like, we got just enough that like I had to shovel. I could have just like been super lazy. Did me too. I did. Oh, that's right. I did. People probably want to protect their hearing from that. When Blizzard took out half the neighborhood's power. Yeah, we lost power yesterday, early in the day, which sucked because I was in the middle working on stuff. And that was when I remembered that the batteries in my battery backup were dead. So I did replace those in the dark windowless cave with a little flashlight. That was an adventure. But I didn't lose too much work. But it just kept me delayed. Now I get Zoom classes and parents coming from home. Will be much better. Let the crew clean the streets. Yeah. That's I joke about that. Like I like it better that way. I like that they have options in the exercise that stuff. And I don't mind hanging out with him. He mostly just like, especially if there's other kids, if it's the school closed and he's not just like got a sick day or something, he's just playing games with his friends. He's pretty easy to manage. He's a good kid. This kid, we didn't get a snow day unless the whole town was shut down. Yeah. It had to be like the world had to be ending for them to close anything down. They froze all the major roads, had to salt them. Last trip caused backed up traffic for hours. Yeah. Night cleaners looking for you. Yeah, that was not. Well, that was back in the cave, not at the facility. These are still good. I bought that. Actually, I should prep for that because I have the same battery backup unit here that I do back at the cave, and I think they're only about a year apart. So these batteries are probably going to be going. I don't think I haven't lost power as much here as I have in the cave. Actually, they should be good. The snow riots, people losing their minds about stores running out of stuff, people panic buying, losing their minds. Yeah, I see. I haven't gone out, like had to go out shopping around that, but I've been out where I didn't realize like a snowstorm was coming and seen people like buying up all the water and toilets. And it's like, we're getting an inch. The world's not going to end. And luckily, I didn't really have to drive much. I just went from one point to the other. So I wasn't driving around town a bunch today because that first snow. The first snow of the season is always the worst because everyone's forgotten like how to manage it. People are flying all over the place. You gotta give them like a week of driving in snow to remember like, oh yeah, it's different from not snow. Last time I saw it was in high school. I remember like last year, like before Christmas, I was at the store and someone remarked to me like, I wonder why it's so busy. And I'm like, well, it's Christmas in 2 days. And also we're expecting like a snowstorm. And they're like, oh yeah. Yo, Jum Jumington is me, Jum Jumington. I brought all the jams. What's up, Skyo? Welcome in. How you doing? Having fun with GTA 3. I didn't get to stick around the stream all that much, but that brought back a lot of memories to me of playing that on my buddy's PS2. But it's also funny going back to GTA 3 after playing any of the newer GTAs and being like, what do you mean I can't throw grenades out a moving car? What do you mean I can't just do this? What do you mean I die if I fall in water? GTA 3 was a lot of fun. Not very unforgiving. Yeah, yeah, 3 was harsh. It's the early days of it. I just remember like 3 in Vice City, and Vice City was worse for me, where you die as soon as you touch water. And the reason Vice City was worse is Vice City had a seaplane, and it was like, okay, well, I can fly this plane that's like a boat, but if I have to get out of it, now I'm like balanced on the tiny little like pontoons at the bottom of the boat, and if I take one wrong step, I'm just out of there. Die if I touch the water. Yeah, that is my recollection that there is no. I could be misremembering, but I don't think so. I think I got it right. If you, because you can get in boats, but like there's no swimming in it. You're just dead. GTA when it's a retro game. It is. Well, they all are. I would have to start with the first GTA, which I don't think I ever owned a full copy of that, but I got a lot of mileage out of the demo. Also playing the definitive edition, so maybe it's changed. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've touched it since the PS2 days. That was one of those games that like sold that system at the time. That was a big deal. I played GTA 1 and 2 at a buddy's house. 3 was the first I owned. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw like GTA 1 or 2 in the stores, weirdly. So I just had the demo. I for sure would have bought it. Cool to see OT GTAs, the OG GTAs. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I found a way to you could modify a text file to change the car that starts right next to you, and you could also put stuff in there like a helicopter, but the game would just crash. Vice City rules. Vice City does rule. My hesitation with like the newer ones is that so much of what especially Vice City, so much of what I loved about Vice City was the soundtrack. And like, I absolutely could not listen to the radio on stream. Like, it would get shut down so bad. 4 was the first I owned. San Andreas is my favorite. Yeah, I played a lot of San Andreas. I put San Andreas in the that PlayStation 2 I was checking out the other day, and just to relive like my favorite pastime in that game, which is you jump on the hood of a car and you start stomping it. You start stomping the car, and if you've done it right, or you got the right car, the driver will start panic driving away. And so now your challenge is to stay on the car while they're trying to drive away, while continuing to stomp on the car until it bursts into flames. And you got to see if you can stay on. Bonus points if you survive, but that's an optional thing. 3 was boring. I find 3 boring. I like 3. Metal Gear Solid PS1. Metal Gear Solid PS1 is a delicious game. It was one of the first games that I played that like played weird tricks on you. Like, everybody knows about like the memory card swap with Psycho Mantis, but like also needing to look at the back cover to get the radio frequency to call Meryl. I don't think it tells you that. It's just like, you may have seen it somewhere. What? Those are Saints Row, because they have mini game for car surfing like that. The last one I played was, I think it was Saints Row the Third. In fact, I think that was the only one I played. I played a few minutes of the original Saints Row, and I made my character look as hideous and inhuman as possible. And then I couldn't stop laughing at people I'd see. They're like, "Hey, playa, come over here." I'm like, this man looks like a prune that was set on fire. Don't play like you're attracted to this man. He's Play-Doh that was left out in the sun too long. Ruined my immersion. You only read Saints Row 2 and 3. I kind of like, I didn't own Saints Row. My buddy had it, and I played it for a little bit, and I was just like, this just seems like a knockoff of GTA. I think that was just, there was a point prior to that where if somebody made a game that was like another game I liked, I'd just be like, it's another game from that kind of genre, and I'll try it out. And then after a certain point, it's like, this is just Grand Theft Auto. I can just go play Grand Theft Auto. Playing the Xbox Live demo of Saints Row for hours, hitting people with a convertible, catching them with my car. Yeah, I gotta say, like, there's when games hit that level where stuff like that works, that's just perfect. When Resident Evil 2 Onward got crazy bonkers. Yeah, I know, like, the third one was crazy. The third, I felt like went too far with it, because like after a while, like I had like, because you could just, I believe in the third one you could just buy like upgrades and stuff. Basically, you could buy cheats. You could get like infinite ammo for weapons and stuff as part of like the upgrade path. And so by the end of the game, it was like, I've just got infinite rockets, and there's nothing this won't solve. Saints Row 4, you're the president, have to save the world from aliens. Is Saints Row 4 the one where like you get abducted by aliens and like it's all taking place in like a Matrix scenario? You can just buy immortality. Yeah, and at first I was like, this is great. This is amazing. And then it just got old. Because I went through the same thing with like GTA 3 and San Andreas and all of those, where like you play for a little bit, you just be screwing around, you load up some cheats, right? Make the cars fly, that sort of thing, and have fun with it. But eventually it's like, all right, I got to actually play the game here. But if that's always on in the game, it's like, oh, I have gone too far. Saints Row 4 is also supposed to be DLC for Saints Row the Third. I thought I remembered that. It seemed like lighter. I don't think I played it. I had a friend who played it back when we were all doing like long form YouTube videos in the olden days. What's up, Brian? Welcome in. How you doing? Can you restart? The only thing I can go back and say is to tell you and wish Flash a happy birthday. That was the start. And we talked about Grand Theft Auto. All right. Well, tonight. Were you not here for that, Flash? Yeah. Happy birthday, Sky. I misspoke there. Were you not here for that, Sky? Sky wasn't. birthday was the other day as well. Your birthday was the other day as well. Happy birthday, Ryan. Everybody wish Ryan a happy birthday. Prepare for the frustration. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, November, folks. There are so many of us. It's such a popular month to be born in. I wish I could have, like, I don't think I had any control over this, but my mom used to tell me stories about how, like she was in the hospital, like, on Halloween, and I was not born for, like, a bit after that. But she was like, I was absolutely determined to not let you be born on Halloween. And I'm just like, damn it, Mom. I think that would have been cool. It was close enough that all of my birthdays were like Halloween themed anyway. It's like, it may as well have been, but like, I feel like I was cheated. I feel like I was cheated from day one. It could have been amazing. It could have been legendary. Yeah, my birthday's fun. It's tomorrow. I know it's tomorrow, but we're all here today. I won't be here tomorrow, so I gotta say that you today. I posted in the Discord and I was like, say it at midnight. You can say it beforehand too, but like you could say it again then. Oh boy. Heroine's quest. How's the pup? He's pretty good. Not the full reason I have a light week this week, but part of it, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm usually on the road. And given that nobody else is around, because everybody's working or in school or got other stuff going on, those are the days he ends up going into his cage. We call it like a lot of different stuff. Maybe cage not the right term anymore. His crate. I guess it is more of a crate than a cage. He's pretty good about it, but I know he doesn't like it. And I always feel bad because I get back to town and I let him out, and then I only see him for like a few minutes because it's gotten so late, and it's like I got to get back to the facility. And he's okay on his own for like a little bit, but he can't be on his own all day yet because he just chews on too much stuff. We've tried to block everything out there that we can, but he was chewing on like electrical cords and stuff. And it's like I don't want to come over there and find that. I don't want to go over there, let the dog out, and find him like chewed through a lamp cord and you know. So like he's gotta learn to chill a little bit. He'll get over that. It's just that some puppies do. They have to chew on stuff. But he's like so excited to see me because he's been in there all day, and it's like, man, I got like 5-10 minutes and then I gotta go. So this like gives me a little more leeway on that too. But like I got a lot of other stuff going on too. I got myself a little like jammed up on time over Halloween. I think it was a little overboard with a lot of extra stuff during October, and so I've gotten backed up on some things that I gotta commit some time to and take care of. And then the last of it is like it's winter, the days are getting shorter, I'm getting less sun, and it's some sort of weird reverse vampire that starts to wreak havoc on me. And like there's been a lot going on this year that like plays to that too. That it's just like, I'm just feeling kind of tired. I'm feeling kind of tired. And I was putting the schedule together and I was like, I feel like playing this much this week. And more than that is probably more than I have the energy for. So I'm just going to recharge a little bit. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, it gets that way. Sometimes stuff could get a little overwhelming, and then I'm like, I don't want to throw a game on here and like be playing 10 minutes into it and realize like, kind of like if you get on a roller coaster and like just before it takes off, you're like, actually, I don't want to be here. Yeah, get started in a stream and like not even get an hour into it and already be like, oh, I just want to take a nap. Was excited for and dreading Thanksgiving week for that reason. Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what we're doing this year, but that's coming up quick. Yeah, it's gonna be different. To be Athena Ness, one of my favorite games. I think I've seen that, Athena. Is that Arcade Archives? There's the second search result is Athena on Nest, the worst game ever made. I don't believe that. I can't believe that. Whoever said that has not searched the depths of the NES library. There's ET. Is there ET on NES? It's great, just horrible hit detection. See, there's the it's commonly translated as like Stargazers. That is like the legendary shitty game. Is an RPG that like is so broken that like you can't even see like the actual ending. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen the NES. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to like Silver Surfer. Yeah. Like Silver Surfer I can live with. I don't know. It's been a while since I played it. First off, it's got a Tim Follin soundtrack. You can't go wrong with that. Tim Follin was the master. The bitter irony is that Tim Follin always talks about how it's like, I don't know why anybody would mess with those chiptunes now. Like, I just did the best I could with the limits, and there's no reason to limit yourself like that. So yeah, like he kind of looks at like the chiptune scene with like disdain, but he was like the best of the best for a long time. It's so funny to me. But yeah, like I felt like Silver Surfer when I rented it and played it, it didn't feel that different from a lot of other NES games. It was like, this game is really difficult, but like it's very clear like what the challenge is. It's clear what it's asking for. I never felt like there was a moment when I played it that it was like, what am I supposed to do? It was like, well, I guess I just got to get better at dodging this stuff. Man, this is difficult. But yeah, it is painful. It is painful, but there are so many NES games that were like that. It's real easy to ignore like the insane volume of like really difficult and bad games get sufficient. That's all I want to be is sufficient. I want to be just good enough. That's how I'm feeling with some missions in GTA 3. Yeah, GTA 3 is like a lot of the missions where you have to like chase people. I don't remember if that one had escort missions. I know Vice City did, and those drove me crazy. Well, just watching the mission where you're doing today, because I remember that, like having to chase those trucks down, and it was just like, oh, come on, please, please. Oh, give my spine a good stretch. All right, we're gonna roll back to the game screen. Last time, I got pretty salty by the end of it. Mostly because I had just let it go too late, and I should have like stopped like an hour before I got to that point. But it was like, man, I'm kind of stressed about this. Like, I felt like I was close to the end, and like I really just got to end this. And then and I'm like, oh no, I just need to stop this. And then that last message that was like, hey, it brings back. I'm just gonna be bitter. I might be. Figure out the trick was to steal them. Oh yeah, that's right. I wouldn't remember that. I might have figured that out eventually. I wouldn't have remembered to do that though. Do you want a hint to help future frustration measures? Not yet. Even though it may be too late by the time I get into it. Because I want to experience this frustration. Not that I'm like I want to be hurt. I want this game to hurt me, but I want to experience it raw and see. But yeah, we'll see what we get into it. I opened it up and like found one thing that was like, is this a clue? Is this something for me? I think I know what to do in the next section, right? At least I know what to try. Don't think it might be as dumb as I was when I played. You might overestimate me a bit. Sometimes I have my flash of insight, but often I'm like staring at a door going, where do I go? What do I do here? The Starfax and Jum alcohol. Send me the booze. Send me some gummies. All right. Let me get to the game. Hello, game. There we go. It takes a sec. It takes a sec to show up. So I found this note. This is where we had saved last time. I got to go through a time portal. I don't know if this is going to be a thing at all, but I did open up, and I have it in a tab here, the VOD from the last time, because it's a time travel thing, right? Assuming it's time travel, because we do go to the future through this portal. And the future me said a bunch of stuff that I don't remember, right? But doesn't it seem like you're gonna come back in time, and it's gonna be like, now tell your past self exactly what you said or destroy the timeline? I got a feeling. So I got the VOD so I can go back and look at it. But I don't know if I skipped over text fast enough, so it may not help me that much, because I may have just been like mashing escape, like, get me out of this, I just want to save. Tame paradoxes, here we come. Yeah, because it's unlike normally when you die, and it's like, hey, you died, do you want to try again? When you die in this section, it's like you're erased from time, hence the rings back and all of that. Like, you have to go through a completely different process. So I'm like, that's good. That's going to be, it may be nothing. It may be nothing. I may have it be open for nothing. We'll find out. I read this note here. Among the books you find a note. I must keep that stupid troll from using the portal. I believe I had an earlier troll that misused it, but it's impossible to know for certain. I don't know. I don't know what that's pertaining to. I can't think at all unless I don't know. I guess we'll see if that's important at all. If it's just extra flavoring. What's up, Zane? Welcome in. The reflection last time also drove us mad. That's true. I was not thinking at all, but I was just like, how do I get through this? How do I get through this? Oh, I'll just use the shield. Oh, okay. What do I think about that? All right. Let's go through the portal. The most powerful editor, the strongest editor, Zane. Shockingly, you find yourself at the gate of Fornsigtuna, but the city lies in ruins and ashes. What in Odin's name has taken place here? Dark red clouds filled the sky, and part of Yarvandar is on fire. You spot several Bergeressi and Muspel in the area. Must best be careful. All right, what is this guy? The troll sits against the remains of the city wall, gnawing contentedly on a bone, and really bearing paying attention to anything else. There's a sack here. A small bag rests at the troll's feet. Its contents probably looted from its foray into Fornsingtuna. Okay. I noticed last time we seemed to go behind this wall. Before you stand the wrecked remains of the once proud walls of Fornsingtuna. The large stones that used to be part of the city wall appear to be loose now. Can I... This part of the wall doesn't move, and there's little sense in trying to climb over it now. Some other part may be less stable, though. Oh! Get crushed, fool. So I noticed last time we kind of walked behind it, and I thought we were just going to sneak around, but then I thought, maybe. Hit the troll squarely on the head, knocking him out before he can make a sound. Let's get that bag. Let's get that bag. Hopefully something else doesn't come around. You quickly snatch the pouch from the troll. It contains some trinkets that must have been looted from the remains of Fornsingtuna. Aside from some silver coins, you find the apple seed that was displayed in the Adventurers Guild, a bottle of mead, and Jarl Ilfing's key of office. You're sad to see such unique items treated as mere plunder by the trolls. Okay, can I save? I can. Okay, we're going to do that. Safety save. Welcome back, Judd. How you doing? All right, let's take a look at the inventory. Even though you recall restoring your game to where you did not, you have the stupid ring. For some reason, you find it around your finger again. How annoying! Oh, we got the eyeballs though. That's good. So, I'll talk about this more later. One of the reasons I got real salty last time is I was very disappointed that I couldn't pull the sword, because I thought I had done a pretty good job. I had played pretty honorably, I thought. And I looked at a list of things that can bring your honor down and realized that after the stream, oh no, I have no idea how honor works in this. I'm completely wrong. Because some of the stuff I looked at was like, oh yeah, running from a fight. I get that. I did run from some fights. I can understand that. And other things were like asking the thief where her parents are. I'm like, really? Asking the thief why she stole from you. What? And as I'm going down the list, I'm just like, oh yeah, I asked that dude that question like 20 times. Yeah, that makes sense. And none of them made any sense to me. And I'm just like, oh no, I didn't see the ring on the list. I didn't see it on there. But it wouldn't surprise me. But I felt like I lost it because of all of these other things that I didn't even consider. He asked a lot of questions. I did ask a lot of questions. There are some other things like I never actually told either of those elf guys that I wouldn't kill the other one. And like, that's part of it. You have to tell them like, no, I'm not going to do this for you. Got punished enough having my save infected ring. So I thought stealing it took it down. Because my recollection is when I looked at it and it just kind of hopped into my inventory, but I may have accidentally like gone to check on it and picked it up and not really realized it. But everything I saw on the list was like dialogue stuff. It was like asking people questions. Like, don't ask this guy about the Eye of Theosity. I'm like, oh, I asked him about that all the time. A vortex stone. The vortex stone swirling energy and emanates a low humming sound. It weighs one more. Okay, our future self gave us that. Our Ilfling's icy key appears as old as the world and seems to make its surroundings colder. You wonder what it's for and why the first Jarl passed it to his family for safekeeping. You hold the faintly glowing apple seed that used to be on display in the guild house. It feels very much alive. That's the same seed for the apple that we got that cured that guy. There's that dang ring. And Vari's ring gives you an uneasy feeling just for carrying it. I remember, I felt like when I tried to go last time, we just got caught right away. So I don't know if I want to leave the area or try and go back through the portal. I'll try and going back through the portal. Oh, this is the garden. I didn't even know going through the portal was an option. Well, I think I had knocked the troll out. It may have said something. It may have said like, don't do that. I tried to sneak past the troll last time and I got caught every time. So I think that was what I was thinking of, but I was afraid like, I don't know what else I could do there. Hopefully not anything else, but I felt like if I walked anywhere else, I would just get jumped. I could be wrong. But now that I see this feels like the right choice. After a brief disorientation, you feel relieved to find yourself in the familiar area of Hadmimi's Holt. But there's something odd here. The large tree is missing, and it appears the gazebo is still under construction. This place is certainly confusing. There's that gem. Oh, don't do that. Barely visible amidst the streaming water is a dark red gem partially buried in the mud. Remember, we dig that out in the future, so we absolutely shouldn't touch that. Because this is clearly the past, or the far, far future. What is this? Is that a... Placed neatly next to a pile of marble stones is a trowel, apparently used for the construction of the gazebo. Do I have to build a gazebo? You see the foundations of a small gazebo being crafted out of marble and crystal. It would take quite some effort to finish this construction. Okay. This is where we got the apple, and we have a seed for it. A patch of rough earth lies bare between the grass. Do we have... I should have a shovel, yeah, because we buried that guy's body. That's not a bad idea, but what is it you want to bury here? The apple seed. Right? If we bury the seed here, then this forms the tree. So the tree we got the apple from is from a seed we planted ourselves, which begs the question of where did the seed come from initially? Where did they get the seed that was on display there? And if the seed was used to plant this tree, did the seed come from this tree? It's magic. What is that bootstrap paradox? Like the best example was given in like a Doctor Who episode where he was like, let's say you go back in time and you want to meet Beethoven, or I think it was Mozart. It doesn't matter. You go back in time and you want to meet Mozart, but you go back and find that there is no one named Mozart, and so you, while you're back in time, create Mozart's music and like play it and sell this music as Mozart, and so Mozart exists now, right? But if you brought the music that you knew is Mozart from the future back to the past, where did the music originate from? Because now you've made this loop where like you are the one who created this music, but where did you get it from? They called it the bootstrap paradox. I wonder if this is kind of like that. They went and met Van Gogh. Yeah, the Van Gogh one. Yeah, I think that was I think it might have been another Doctor. That was kind of a sad episode. It's magic, don't question it, I guess. You dig a small hole in the ground and plant the apple seed in what you believe to be the right place. You hope it'll grow tall. I hope it's not. I hope there's not like a question of different places. Foundations are sturdy and do not yield to your touch. Craftsmanship appears to be good and ready to last many years. You suspect Svartalf involvement. I don't know if I need to do anything else here. I don't think I need the trowel. We'll just keep slapping them all together. I think I was so sad. Peak writing. Yeah, that was like, I don't know. That era was like the last time I really had an interest in Doctor Who. Like. And it was like the Matt Smith era where I was like, I don't know, man. This is kind of getting out there. I really liked Peter Capaldi. I liked, what's her name? Jodie Whittaker? Is it Jodie Whittaker? For some reason, I'm always sure I'm wrong about the name. I liked her as the Doctor. I thought she was a pretty good Doctor. But I thought the episodes were just not very well written, which was unfortunate. Is that Doctor Who was an owl? Whoo. I've never mated without biting. 1, 2, 3. I guess we're gonna go and hope for the best. We got a score +5, so we did something right. I hope. Oh boy. Your duplicate babbles at you incoherently. Okay, I guess we'll talk. Aha! Aha! I feel justified now. Let me get my tab open. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. That was the answer. Okay.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Doppelganger looks at you in confusion. Let's see here. I gotta give her the stone, but win. Okay. You must hurry to defeat Egther.
You must hurry to defeat Egther.
Doppelganger doesn't appear any more understanding. Hands you strangers. Okay, so this is where we hand them the stone. Drop the vortex stone in the hands of your confused other self, then quickly rush from the room. Okay, we did it. Zelda reference. Yep. The classics. We sold the CDI for 1K substreams, but I can't get it to work at all. Really? Can't get it? It can't work at all? Honestly, I haven't messed with that. GG, thank you. I haven't messed with that But I have looked into those, but I didn't go any further. Search my brain for anything. I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh, I wanted to see it. I don't know if it's still time to get it when Limited Run Games released a physical copy of, I forget the name of the game, but somebody made a game a year or two ago that was basically like the CDI Zelda games, and they made a USB CDI controller for it. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to play a lot of CDI games. I don't think I'm going to get a CDI. But if I ever do, that would be neat to use that. It just closes every time the ROM loads. All right. Need my shield here, I want to say. You've already done that. Okay, so I could just leave. You can just chase them down. Oh, wait. Just in case. Now, all I can do is hope that my past self doesn't destroy the timeline by screwing up. This giant-sized double door must lead to Ector's throne. Don't just stand there and go after him. Okay. You're hardly surprised that the door doesn't open any touch. Some of Ector's magic must be holding it shut. Okay. I'm gonna try the gloves first and then the key. Even though it doesn't seem like there's a lock. Touch the gate with the gloves with nothing. Okay, let's try the key. Oh, is this it? How bad is this fight gonna be? The large door swings open and you ready yourself to confront Egther as you dash forward into his throne room. Egther doing force push against the door. He's just on the other side, just holding it. He's so much bigger than me. He clearly wouldn't need a lot of strength to pull it off. What are you doing? Quit swirling your hands about. I believe in you. I don't, but I appreciate that, Ryan. Might just do Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and play rage games. But you have to finish it. You have to finish Jekyll and Hyde if you commit to that. Well, I mean, you obviously don't have to do anything I tell you to do, but you gotta. It's maybe the shortest game stream yet. If I get through this was what I was worried about last time, and it was like, there's probably you don't have to do what I say, Perhenmo. Not everyone needs to suffer through something like Battletoads or something. Like, you did play through all of Bucky O'Hare, so like that's enough. You've got the credit enough from that. Jekyll High would be hellish. I really want to play that game. I haven't played it in a long time, and I really want to get back to it and see, like, how bad is it? I know it's bad, but is it doable? First half of Bucky O'Hare is fun. Yeah. Well, like, that Battletoads was fun up to a point. You can always play Bubsy. Shh. Don't say Bubsy. Tumdrum might hear you. Although I don't think he's here. I thought about playing Bubsy on April Fool's Day, like just to throw him off. And I still might do that. But I was worried maybe it'd be like too specific. But like, I don't know what I'll put in its place. I gotta put something like innocuous in its place, because I don't want to put something I know he really wants me to play. You storm Ecther's throne, them interrupting the Jotun's ritual to free Loki, initiate the final days of Ragnarok. Yeah, Sonic 06. Ooh, I haven't played a lot of like the Sonic games. Every time I see someone playing the 3D games, they look like a terrible experience. Put a LucasArts game. Yeah. Jay Fools, but I need someone to help make it all work. What kind of help? Force Unleashed for PS2. Oh, we played that, but yeah, I could put that on there again. Or the Force Unleashed for Wii, because I think that's very different too. Yeah, so like last time I was worried like I would have very little room left. I don't know how short this will be because I may die a million times here. Because I wasn't doing so great with the combat last time. I barely got through the dogfight. Not also the wives. We got a swingers party. It's not the CD-ROM game to lure people into false sense of security. Damn, Bubsy. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you gotta. What did I do last year? Last year I said I was gonna play Resident Evil Survivor, and I played Resident Evil Gaiden instead, which was not like much of a prank. I kind of hadn't thought of anything, and then as it was approaching, it was like, oh, I gotta do something. I did enjoy that. It was like a really good game though, like surprisingly good. All right. I'm stalling here if you can't tell. Let's see if we can take this guy. News reveal coming out in 8 days. Is it really that soon? God, I thought it was going to be longer. I will probably avoid everyone seeing that. Can you heal? I don't think I can.
So you have escaped from the
But I do have the
mighty
save right before
Fenrir.
this.
It does not matter, for you are too late. The forces of eternal winter are gathering as we speak.
True.
Do you think you can fight me?
Yes.
For your impotence, I will
Well, no.
strike you down, and all the world shall know your failure before they perish.
Yeah, it might be. Ictor gathers his magic to cast a lethal spell at you. You have to do better than using your bare hands against the frost giant. Okay, wait. Oh, damn. What do I do? What do I do against him? What do I use? The gloves. Oh, the gloves. Time for the gloves. I'm gonna throw in that Jotun trash talk. Hit him with the Jumington slam. I'll hit him with the aerial circus from River City Ransom. And just do some, I'll just lock him in a corner and just keep jump kicking him until it's over.
I shall crush you.
Well, okay. How's my health doing? Oh, I'm doing fine.
No.
Oh, that was nothing.
I am Egthir, mightiest of the Jotun, and I shall cut you down if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, wait, is there phase 2? Oh, God, no! Didn't I use the heal potion? Did she just get interrupted? Never mind. Well. I was like, oh man, I got him. I'm just dead. I just thought of a good April Fool's prank. If you can get it. Wacky World of Putt is on the CDI. Ooh. It's going to learn a false sense of security. Absolutely was. Absolutely just crushed. I should have known. It was like, why was he so easy? I think I've seen this game. See that game. I'll have to check that out. Looks like I'll be looking at CDI sooner than later. More speaking of lured and false insecurity. Yeah, I was not like really giving it my A game there, which isn't saying much because I'm not great at the combat in this. I only survived the combat so long because I got strong enough that I could just like bully people. But anytime it was a real challenge, it was like, oh, I don't have it in me to keep dodging this guy. It's fitting for a Viking to die in combat, but you are hoping for more. Okay. I think our health is good. I'm going to check our stats. My health was going up just sitting there. 51 and 84. Okay. 52 out of 84. We're just gonna hang tight here for a minute and let the health recover. Oh. Joker Wild is another CDI game. Do I need to go out there and look for a CDI? CDIs, last time I looked, CDIs were kind of on the pricey side. I have, despite my giant pile of retro consoles, I still have some holes that I would like to, in the collection, that I would like to get the consoles for. I kind of want to get like a Commodore 64 and an MSX. I don't know if like the PC 88 or 98. I'm interested in them, but given that most of what I would do are in Japanese in a language I don't really understand, I don't know how much utility I would get from them. I could say the same thing for MSX though. But so far I've just like emulated those because they're kind of expensive, and I haven't used them a lot, but I'm curious about them. 55. It's going slow. What is our... We have one healing potion. Those are frozen. We got some troll blood. Hot water. Feels may come in handy, so you should take care not to spill it. I don't know what I need the hot water for. We have a power potion. We could take the power potion before we go in there and possibly wail on the guy. Let's eat a little bit here. Nom nom nom. That may or may not help us with anything. Can I see it go up if we're sitting in here? I don't think I can. It is slowly going up. Unless it was from a potion or some other effect. Is that the max it's gonna give me? Can I wait for a second here? I can't sleep, that's for sure. Not suitable time for resting. Okay. Curious, how'd you like Resident Evil Veronica? I like Code Veronica a lot. I think Code Veronica is weird if you come into it after 3 because 3 was not intended to be a mainline game. It had a lot of different ideas in it that didn't make it into the next game. Like the dodge mechanic, the different gunpowder stuff. There are parts of it I found a little bit frustrating, but overall I enjoyed it. I thought the story was very, very odd. Twiddling our thumbs. I mean, she was the health was going up. It is going up still, just very slowly. You tell me now what the Code Veronica or the RE3? Yeah, RE3 was like it was a side game that was supposed to be about the mercenaries, and then they decided to make it a mainline game. In which case, they had to put one of the main characters in it. And it's noted for a lot of asset reuse from Resident Evil 2. But it does have like the dodge mechanics, the gunpowder stuff, different combinations of gunpowder. RE3 is legit hard. I found this is my thing with the Resident Evil games. I'm the worst person to ask if they're easy or difficult. But every Resident Evil game I've played is like the first time through, I'm probably gonna fail. Because you run into situations where it's like, especially like Nemesis was like that. Like you can waste a lot of ammo fighting him at times where you won't get any reward for it. Or you're not really sure how to fight him. But it's like, well, maybe I can. And you just lose a bunch of health. Now that's most Resident Evil games are like that. You can paint yourself into a corner if you don't know where that stuff is. But every Resident Evil game that I have played, the first time through, I have gotten in a situation. I've only restarted like one Resident Evil game. And I got in a situation where I had my one save with little to no health and like 2 bullets, and like just having to repeat the same area over and over again to get as far as I could without getting touched at all. And it was rough. It was rough just flexing over Brahmo. No, like because he hasn't, I don't think he's played 3. And that's my understanding. And the first time I played 3, I got crushed. I got annihilated. I don't remember if I restarted 3 or not. But I got like annihilated by it early on, and I didn't know like when to fight him or where to go with anything. But when I finished it on stream, this was the first time I finished it. I was playing that with a friend of mine, and we were going back and forth with the controller, and we were like right at the end, and then we both got real busy with stuff and never got back to it. But we were like right at the end, and like struggling against like Nemesis in the with the acid spray stuff. Dodge mechanic is trash. Yeah, if you don't vibe with tank controls, which is not a criticism, it's not for everyone, and it's not like a skill issue thing. Like some people like find it manageable. Some people like it. Most people don't. Most people are like, this is terrible. I'm really used to it. I'm not gonna say I'm great at it, but that's a lot of it, and it plays off of a lot of what goes on in Resident Evil, at least the older Resident Evil games, where like there's particular ways that you need to walk and position yourself to manipulate the enemies to move towards you in a certain way to facilitate dodging, and it's real tricky. You do a lot of weird like loop backs, and the dodging just felt like an extension of that, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. The dodging works better with the knife. If you're gonna try and dodge stuff rather than shoot your way through, the knife is a lot easier to dodge with, because if you have the gun, a lot of times it will just go to like try and shoot them instead. So you have a much better chance of dodging with just the knife in hand. Let's see where the health is at. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And it's tough to me in a lot of the same ways that a lot of the other Resident Evil games are tough, which is it gets real tricky with resource management. 3 is the generally most generous with ammo. Health-wise, it's about mid, but it's the most generous with ammo. But if you don't know, like, what that ammo layout is, you can find yourself burning through it way too quickly because it's like a double-edged sword. Like, it prompts you to get in more fights than you would in a previous Resident Evil game because you get so much ammo, but then it's real easy to run out of it real quick. Like 67%, hopefully done in 2 streams tops. Yeah, from where you were before, like there's not like a ton more, I don't think. 69. Nice. But yeah, it can be tough. But that's just like my take on it. I'm not like an amazing Resident Evil expert, but I find all of the Resident Evils that are like all of the classic ones anyway you'll have a much harder time the first time through. And then once you get like a bit of a sense of like, here are the points where I'm going to find something, here's where I kind of already know something's gonna be, you get through stuff a little bit easier. They really, in my mind, the older ones had really, really good replay value, because a lot of it was like, okay, I did okay then, can I do better this time? Here's one, Jill Sandwich. Yeah, I like the old voice acting, but I also, it kind of drives me crazy when people do like throwback PS1 style survival horror games. First off, my take is, if you're going to make those, you need to give modern players an option of whether or not to use tank controls, because a lot of people will bounce off of that real hard. The second thing is, a lot of people, like, this is just a matter of taste, but I think they have to stop being so precious about deliberately having bad voice acting. But it's just like the tank controls. It's one of these things that's like, you know, everyone had this, like they all had bad voice acting, so we need that. Like, you don't need that. You don't need that. Crow Country is a good example of that. Did Crow Country have the option for that? I think Signalis does as well. Signalis I liked a lot. One thing I liked about Signalis that I got pretty far into the game before I realized was, like, every room, the resource management is this like very particular kind of trap puzzle they put you in. When I played it was tank controls only. Yeah, I think I used the tank controls on it, but like I said, like I'm a sicko for that. But you need to have that option. If you're gonna make games like that, you got to give people the option. Otherwise, a lot of people just aren't gonna play it. Curvy Bikini Clear mod for RE2 is a great mod. Didn't know if Signalis was the same. We have to try that sometime. I'm pretty sure it had an option to turn tank controls on and off. Signalis is different because it's not 3D in that sense. It is 3D, but it's presented as 2D. So like the controls might not be as fiddly for that. But in the Signalis, the one tip that I'd give for Signalis is almost every room you walk into, you're going to find something right by the door you walked in. And you're going to want to pick it up. Don't pick it up. Look further in the room, because the game likes to put the key you need to get further in the back of the room and like some other thing, like a box of bullets that's going to take up your inventory space in the front. So that you walk in the door, the first thing you see are bullets. You think, great, I need those. You pick them up. Now your inventory's full. You can't get that key in the back. You got to go deal with that. What actually happened tonight about the Soviet Spetsnaz or something, Torrigan? I mean, you haven't been yapping about much of anything. But also not a question I would ask, because you better not. Anti-hoarder. Yeah, and I noticed that like pretty late in, like, wait a minute. Every time I go into this room, every time I go in here, there's like something real juicy and eye-catching right at the start. And then the thing I actually need is all the way in the back. And I keep getting stuck with my inventory full up. Almost there. 81. Not much longer. Not much longer. My ankle removing my socks 2 days ago. Oh my god. What happened? How does that happen? Maybe save here. Yeah, when I get the health all the way back up, I'm gonna save over that. Save over the last save. Or might make a new save. Make a new save just in case I get in there and it's like, you're too late. Which that would be awful. That would be awful if I if I get in there and it's like, no, you waited too long. There are games that do that. We're so close. We're so close. I'm gonna have to really think about how to fight this guy. They're pretty good the first time through. I'm gonna take that power potion too, which should last into the fight and give me a little bit more extra oomph. Freezing here, playing the game, tending to be and runhead, like the Spetsnaz, their tough as nails. To each their own. All right, we're there. We're there. We're going to do extra missions, GTA 3, try and get more benefits. I remember if GTA 3 had... The first one I remember this stuff in was San Andreas, but I think it was in earlier ones. Taxi missions doing me any favors. You know, I was going to say, like, the taxi missions or the police missions or paramedic missions I remember those, like if you completed those, which they were like long chains you'd have to go through on those. If completing those gives you extra benefits in 3. It's been a long time. All right, glug, glug, glug. You feel surge of power rush through your body. All right, that better last into the fight, otherwise it would have been for naught. Into the battle zone. Okay, real full joke, Superman 64. Oh, 2 on stream shooting. Yeah. They don't mess around in GTA 3. I feel like the later games, like you get a lot more leeway to screw around with stuff. Storm to the throne room.
So you have escaped from the mighty Fenrir.
Yeah, I did that like a while ago.
You are too late. The forces of eternal winter are gathering as we speak.
Yep.
Do you think you can fight me?
Kinda.
For your impotence, I will strike you down, and all the world shall know your failure before they perish.
I mean, we'll all be gone, so it's not gonna like bother me. Maybe it should. It's the Viking thing. What's up, Buttercast? Welcome in. How you doing?
I shall crush you.
This is our second attempt through the final boss here.
No, this shall not be.
Oh my God, we got through him so quickly.
Mightiest of the Jotun, and I shall cut you down if it's the last thing I do.
I think we got a chance.
I shall crush you. Despair, human.
Oh boy, no, that didn't do it.
I shall crush you, human.
Oh! I couldn't, my timing was so off on that. It was like, dodge. It's too late. He's already striking. Looks like Quar. He kind of do. We knocked him down like his first form. We got through like so quickly that I was like, oh, maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll pull it off. Maybe not. It's one of those things where I'm like, hit him with the sword. And while I'm mid swing, like, oh wait, no, maybe I want to dodge this. And it's too late. It's too late to do that.
Do you think?
Yes, 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 yes. Nope. Inventory, gloves. Give him the glove.
I shall crush.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
This shall not be.
We get through him that quick.
Mightiest of the Jotun, and I shall cut you down. I shall crush you. I shall crush you.
Uh-oh.
I shall crush you.
Damn it.
I shall crush you.
Oh, it's too much. That healing potion, I guess he just interrupted the healing potion. Because it didn't do me much good. I haven't used it much in a fight. I'm ready to wait for like a moment where he's not like mashing on me. I like the combat in this, but like I'm struggling with the control on it. I did not like, it does not click with me that well. I don't think it's bad.
Do you think?
I'm the problem. Double checked if I managed to complete level 12. The ambulance mission to get infinite sprint, which is nice. Also, some of patience record was 3. Yeah, it's my recollection is like they were rough. I'm on fire. Oh, jeez.
No.
Man, he was coming at me a lot harder that time.
I shall crush you. I shall crush you.
Shoot. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I was trying to be more dodgy, and I just did it all wrong. Get a meme in there. It's the Ice King. It's him. Call She-Ra. Please save me. Save me, She-Ra. Yeah, his second form, like, I gotta go real slow with it and like really watch what he's doing and get like whatever little hits in that I can, because he's tough. He's tough. Person spoke to more than a few U.S. World War II vets, and they committed war crimes, World War II as well. His channel is garbage propaganda. I don't know if the History Channel has denied that everybody has done awful things in war, but I also haven't watched the History Channel in, geez, probably more than a decade. But I also don't know what that has to do with anything, like at all. It's basically radio show chilling out. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of why I don't watch it, but that it's been a long time since they had actual history stuff on it. It's like most of those channels are just like, it's all ice road truckers. I mean, you talk about other stuff, but that's very out of nowhere to just suddenly start talking about war crimes or World War II.
So, it does not matter. Do you think you can fight?
I'm on the glove.
I shall crush you.
So you have said, and you have done many times.
No.
Okay.
This shall not be. I am Egthea.
Frozen potions. They are not.
I shall cut you down if it's the last thing I do.
What are they for? That's a good question.
I shall
Shoot.
crush you.
Oh. Oh, wrong way. Oh, he got me. Oh! I'm getting him. I'm getting him, though. I'm getting him. We're almost there. We're doing it. We're gonna do it. How's it going? We're on, what is this, like 5? Try 5 against this guy. I'm getting better. I am improving. Yeah, Silas, you asked about the frozen potions. So I don't remember these potions. Could have been healing potions, stamina. These are the potions I came in here with. and they got frozen. So as far as I know, like, can't think of anything particularly useful at the moment. Yeah, they're just frozen. I don't know if there's somewhere I can go to unfreeze them. But also like that healing potion, like it didn't seem like it went off, and I might be able to pull that off if I could not avoid getting hit by him. But yeah, that's what's up with the freezing potions, frozen potions. That they're just like, they were the potions I came in here with. And now they're useless. So we'll see this fight. If I can get his, you know, like pay more attention to his attacks, I think it's doable. I just got hit too much early on. My hands were on the wrong row of keys here.
So you have escaped from the mighty Fenrir.
Okay, it's hot water on me there.
It does not matter.
No, I forget what the hot water was
the forces
for.
Of eternal winter are gathering as we speak. Do you think you can fight?
We can't
me?
really, like,
For your impotence, I will strike you down, and all the world.
I don't know if I
shall
could
know
really
your
pull
failure
inventory
before they
items out
perish.
besides that one potion down there. When I am in the fight. But we still, even after we fight him, there may be more ahead. All right, get the wolf. I'm hungry like the wolf.
No.
Okay.
This shall not.
Oh, wrong way. Damn it. I keep dodging the wrong direction.
Despair, human.
Oh, shoot. Botched it.
Despair, human.
Oh man, he's get like the wombo combo, the infinite combo. We got him down. We got him down quite a ways. Thinking of unfreezing them during the game beforehand. Yeah, so I didn't see an opportunity to do that. We didn't really have I didn't see any fire anywhere that could do that. Maybe back in the past. Well, I think it's too late now. I just gotta get good at dodging him. I can use the healing potion, but I have to time it right. But he got real tricky at the end there with that. Gets efficient at dodging. Yeah. I wonder if the axe does more damage than the sword. Because I'm not really blocking with the shield. I'm just dodging everything. If it does more damage, we might get through. I think I can manage it. This is the only thing that I was like, the only way this stream's going to take more than 20 minutes is if I have to fight this guy over and over again, and that's exactly what's going on here. It's exactly what's happening. Check my message real quick. All right. I will be back in just a moment. I'm going to go respond to this message, and I'm going to get myself a cookie. I'm not going to eat the cookie right away. I'm going to save it for the celebratory cookie. But I will be right back in just a moment, and we will take down this man. We'll take down Igthar. We'll get him. We'll get him. I'm nervous because I got his health down fairly low, and he started just like going crazy with the attacks. But I think I can get it. Because me off Silent Hill so mainstream now. Been the first fan since day one. I don't know. Silent Hill's been pretty mainstream for a long time. I think it's seeing a resurgence, and there's probably new fans now. But like Silent Hill, particularly Silent Hill 2, is an incredibly popular game, and has had quite a following for quite a long time. I for one, I'm always happy to see like new fans coming into the series. It's the same thing Resident Evil. I've been a fan of Resident Evil since the first one. If a new game brings people who haven't played any of the old ones in, that's great. It's gravy. It's all gravy. Send me a cookie. Ignore the fact I had 4 last night. I want the cookie. Cookies for all. Let me just throw some cookies in the air here. I'm just gonna hurl some cookies out there. I'm gonna make some variety to it, and then it's up to you guys to catch them before they hit the ground. I'm not gonna judge you if you eat them off the ground. I mean, I will, but I won't say it. I might say it. Have some cookies. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm back. Where's my game? It disappears like this. It'll be back. Konami, not garbage. Yeah, Konami just kind of abandoned games for a while. It's nice to see that they're actively trying to do something with their properties again. But like, I'm not saying they can't. Well, it's not going to be them. I don't know. I think it's outside groups, but that's not entirely new. Like, for a publisher to have other people developing the games. Welcome back. Thank you. But it's just nice to see something coming out of there. You know, saw a lot of good stuff about Silent Hill F. A lot of people seem to really like the remake. I'm not super big into remakes, but I think it's cool that they're out there, especially if the games are harder to come by. It's great to get it in front of more people. But yeah, I would like to see some more stuff from them. Or at least like from the properties. Speaking of how they tried to force somebody to pull their game due to copyright. Yeah, what was that, Sky? I saw something about that, but the first time I saw anything was that it was settled. But that's not really too surprising from Konami. They're like that. They've been like that. But that's why, like, a lot of those games, I'm like, I would love to see Or I think the same thing with like Capcom. It's like I am less excited about seeing what Capcom does with Mega Man than I am about somebody else, other people making games that are reminiscent of Mega Man and scratch that itch. The only game I don't think we'll ever see something that quite fits that is Legends. And I would have loved to see Legends continued, Mega Man Legends continued. But like, I don't want to see it now because it's been so long. I have my doubts. I made a game, Monster Rancher, similar elements, boosting stats to make better characters. So it's just another one of those like weird, like game mechanic patent type things. Exactly. Pokemon tried to do with Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, we'll see a lot of that. Like that stuff's been burbling under the surface. It gets reported like a lot more now, but that stuff's been around for a long time. Those kind of petty disputes. We saw that a lot with like controllers, with like Rumble Tech. And the companies coming after them. They came after Sony and Microsoft. I think Nintendo used their own patented stuff, so they managed to dodge it for a while. But I've seen a lot of that stuff come up. And is the industry is like everything is tightening their belts, and the industry is kind of going through like a weird retraction because they've simultaneously had like a huge uptick in investment and then a bunch of like failures or weird directions. So that usually is the stuff that brings out like, well, we can't make a good game to compete. Where else can we pull money in from? A lot of times it doesn't go anywhere. Usually the stuff gets settled and then some money changes hands or some other deal happens. But yeah, I see that a lot. Like the tech industry is great for that sort of thing. Like, oh, we can't sell something. Let's just start suing people. More and more the reason I'm going back to older games. Yeah. And see, like I've talked about this before. Like, it's a big problem for me that it's not a problem for me. Let me, it's not a problem for me, but I see a problem in the game industry pushing more and more like remasters and remakes. Because on the one hand, like it's low hanging fruit for a lot of them, and people have an interest in older games, and that's a way for them to capture some money off of that, rather than people going back and just like emulating PS1 games. Like, what if we remastered it? Then we have someone who can sell them, and I think that's smart. But I think it also is very telling that like, if that's what you got to do, then you just gotta, you gotta really think about what kind of games you're producing, like on the new end of things, and why they're not doing well. Pause note: saw female grifter channel is 3,000 subs stay in one video, hating incels. I guess that's positive. I don't have any context on that, but wouldn't have so much of an issue with remakes, reboots if they did them. Games were screwed over during development, try to give up, go again or mid-game, try to make it good. Yeah, see, it's the same thing they say about movies, and I agree with this. Like, stop remaking the movies that were really good. Remake the movies that could have been good, but like flopped for whatever reason. That had good ideas but poor execution, and like remake those. But like, they'll remake the successful ones, first. Sometimes they remake the stuff that didn't do well, but it's not listed as much because the movie was so unpopular. It's like, because they used to be the thing like way back when, where they would make the same movie again, but like just kind of file off the serial numbers, change character names and stuff. Kusap was Batman's, Superman, Spider-Man movies. I don't know where the superhero stuff is going. Should have made Mega Man Legends 2 so dumb. What was dumb about Mega Man Legends 2? I love Mega Man Legends 2. The only thing I don't like about it is the cliffhanger ending. That was like my big catch with that, because like they just left him on the moon. Legends is great. It's a budget runner making give that a chance. Yeah, I love those games. I love the first one. I love the second one too. I was hoping for a third one, but like it was not to be. But then like a lot of what they're going is like where they went with like a different character. They were going to go with like a different story. It was going to be in the 3DS. It could have been neat. I feel like I would have been disappointed even back then.
So you
All right, let's try this. Let's try this man again. Bum, 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 bum.
I shall crush you.
All right, power of the wolf.
No,
There we go.
this shall not be. I am Egthir, mightiest of the Jotun, and I shall cut you down if it's the last thing I do.
All right, here we go. Oh, already. Nope.
Despair, human. I shall crush you.
Shoot. Damn it. Damn it. He got me real good there. I was doing good. Yeah, I was gonna heal, but like I attacked instead. I had my chance and I lost it. Cause you only have like a very narrow window because you can't really dodge while you're healing. And so I can't seem to see popular woman hate on him. Again, like without the context, like it really depends on what's going on there. I don't really need to see people hate on anyone. Champ taking that sword to the side of the head so many times. She's got a thick skull. Every time this guy says, I will crush you, take a shot. We'll never make it out of here. Could be getting kicked again. Yeah, that's true. At least we're not getting toppled over by him. Video game industry is no more good idea for good movie or good game ideas. Yeah, I mean, because things are so different today. Things were, it's not like things were just perfect back then. And there were conflicts back then with people with ideas and having to fight with the publishers. You look at like Tales of Phantasia and Star Ocean and like the conflicts that led to people splitting off from that team to make Star Ocean. So it's not like it's new, but I think that the bigger publishers are a lot more hesitant to give different things a chance. So you get a lot less of like the weird ideas, but some of my favorite games like were not super successful and probably, lost a lot of money. And that's the stuff with like a lot of the arts. Like Akira had a huge budget. There's a lot of debate over how much the movie cost and how much money it lost. And Akira is like an amazing achievement of animation, but they like it couldn't make the money back. And there's so much stuff like that like Tetsuo Kaneda. GameCube parents financial failure. Yeah, and like I love the GameCube. I think it's a great system. But yeah, it did not do well at all. It's considered one of Nintendo's big failures, which is crazy to me. Well, tons of great games on the GameCube. So there's a lot of stuff like that, like Earthbound. Earthbound is like a big case for me that Earthbound sold so poorly in the US that they were practically giving it away at the end. And it has like a huge following, and I can't even call it a cult following. It's a hugely popular game. It's hotly in demand. Even though the supply is virtually limitless, people are still like $300, $400, $500 for a loose copy, which is crazy. But when it came out, like it just didn't land. It just didn't land. And so like I totally understand why Nintendo's like not that hot to release like 3, because like the American audience rejected it. That's why a lot of RPG like JRPGs never made it to the States, because they just didn't sell that well. Prime Mario Kart, Mario Party, Animal Crossing. Yeah, yep. The Twilight Princess. Yeah. Twilight Princess was weird, even worse than Wii U. I think Wii U was worse. I think Wii U was like a bigger failure for them. Which the Wii U I kind of understood. Like I liked the Wii U, but it was like, it was not enough of a difference from the Wii, and people were just like, what's the point? What is it doing? I thought that screen was neat. I played some games that make good use of it. But yeah, I think it's just like the wrong thing at the wrong time. The GameCube just had like real stiff competition, and like Sony was really like nailing it with the PS2. But I think the GameCube was like a solid system. They just couldn't get the sales for it. Now I always think about the Capcom 5, which only 4 of the games ever actually got made. And of those, most of them were released on other systems. They're all supposed to be Capcom GameCube exclusives. That includes Resident Evil 4, Beautiful Joe. I think it was Killer 7, I think was one of them. And PN08, that one didn't get put anywhere else. Which is a weird game, but it's neat. It's neat. But yeah, they had to go back and like drop Resident Evil 4 on like other systems because like it just didn't sell well enough. But like the Resident Evil remake on GameCube was great. Resident Evil 0 is a great game. There's so many good games on it. They just couldn't get it. And that's the thing. A lot of the stuff is like not appreciated till after its time. It didn't make the sales at the time. You ever played Beautiful Joe? I remember reading about in Game Informers. Yeah, it's a solid game. I think Reeb was doing videos on that. Just the Guard My Rule of Rose. Yeah, that's another one that like, why did it not do better? But it could have come out at the wrong time. It had some weird controversy that was mostly an overseas thing, but that still affected it. A lot of great games aren't appreciated in their time. And so it's not hard to see from a business perspective why they don't want to take these chances on things, because there's so many games we may remember as great now that really weren't successful. It's the same thing with movies. One of my all-time favorite movies, Big Trouble in Little China, you know, it had like it was a box office bomb, but it was like very poorly advertised. It was put up that you know, it was put up against The Golden Child. It's a great movie. I love that movie. It has a huge following. Did absolutely abysmal in the theater. Animal Crossing is dumb. I love Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing can be tons of fun. Animal Crossing in the GameCube was fun. I liked Animal Crossing on the GameCube more than the Switch, just for like the local multiplayer aspect of it. That if you were like sharing the system with different people, they could, you know, you couldn't both do it at the same time, but like, I don't think the Switch works that way. I think it's very weird how they split that on there. Sleeping Dogs game had so much potential. Yeah. See, there's a lot of stuff that just like, it's easy to look at and be like, you know, it separated from its actual release and what the actual sales numbers were. Like, oh, this game's great. Why didn't they make more of these? Like, well, it didn't really hit the numbers. It didn't really hit the sales. You know, a lot of people consider Fallout New Vegas like one of the best Fallout games, but famously like rushed out the door and had a lot of bugs and hurt its review scores. And there's a lot of contention that it was pushed by the publisher deliberately because of a deal they had that they would only get the full, like, a full bonus on it if it scored above a certain amount on review scores. And by forcing it out early, it guaranteed it wouldn't hit that, which is pretty rotten. Like original Animal Crossing, the villagers were rude. I had some rude villagers on the Switch one, but not nearly as much. I can never get the cool ones on the Switch that I wanted, like the robot looking ones. So much lost content in New Vegas. Yeah. And it's a constant war with that stuff to get something out the door by a certain amount of time. Did you read GamePro? I did read GamePro, Judd. What I remember the most from GamePro, I think it was GamePro. That I know a lot of magazines had this, but like GamePro had like character mascots on it, and people would draw like very elaborate fan art on the envelopes. And I always thought that was neat. I think GamePro was the first time I saw the Super Nintendo when they had pictures of that, and like the first images of Super Mario World just blew my mind going from the NES to that, it was really captivated me. These states are wild. Construction things are rushed. Meanwhile, give it 14 years to develop GTA 6. Did they just delay that again? And people were putting numbers out there that were like, they're costing like millions of dollars to make sure it's perfectly right.
The forces of eternal winter are gathering.
But Rockstar has made so much money with GTA Online that they can afford to just sit and wait. And a lot of other companies like they're not in that situation. Like they need to make the sales like as soon as possible. People complain they'll still buy it first day. Oh yeah.
I shall crush you.
I think no matter what happens, people are gonna gripe about that game.
No, this shall not be. I am Egthea, mightiest of the Jotun, and I shall cut you down if it's the last thing I do.
All right, let's see if we can get him this time.
Despair, human! Despair, human! Despair, human! Despair, human!
Shoot. Shoot!
Despair, human! Despair, human!
Damn it. Oh, I got him. Oh, it was close. Woo! By enchanted shin bone.
Human, curse all of your kind and all the Aesir.
Gee, thank you, thank you.
It is done. The last of the Jotun has fallen.
The nine
He's fallen on top of me.
From Ragnarok.
Well done, Heroine. You are truly the champion of Midgard.
Yay!
May you remain prosperous for a long time.
We shall go back to tending the fates. Perhaps we will meet you in Valhalla.
Not for a while, I
Fare
hope.
you well, Heroine.
He just burst through his middle like aliens. Do I want to go inside with yes man? They said you'd be killed. Just to see what would happen. But I agree, that is an odd choice. Scold Erden Baldandi. They've come to answer my wish. That guy, I think that's the mangaka that married a cosplayer, right? That he met online, and then there was some contention that he might have met her when she was quite young, which is kind of that's the Tales designer. I think that's the same. I think it's the same mangaka. Hold off on the end just to see this. Kosuke Fujishima, because I think he did. Yeah, he is the character designer for Tales of Fantasia. He also did You're Under Arrest, which I really love. You're Under Arrest. I read Oh My Goddess for a long time back when Dark Horse Comics was putting it out. It's Japan, therefore it's okay. I know it's more okay there. He got a lot of flack for that. There's quite a big age difference. I think if she's a consenting adult, I think it's fine. I hate to even bring it up because I don't have like all the details. I don't want to throw shade at the guy, But people weren't like really far about that. One's about that. No one wants to talk about anything interesting anyway. He's my best friend anyways. At least he got a best friend. I take the positive out of that. The icy castle begins to shake and tremble around you. You feel this is a good time to get out of here, and fast. You better. It better not be asking me to control it. Dun 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 dun. But what about the one troll that might have gone through the portal? Difficult Twitter dialogue. Yeah, I can't unbonk the message. I know why it was. I can see why it was bonked. It shouldn't have been Sky. But yeah, something yada yada. The grooming. Yeah. That got bonked. Yeah. I mean, it could have been underage. Could have been the word that it flagged there. Several days pass. Yeah, I don't know. Cause I don't know why I bring it up. I hate it because it's like the first thing I think of when I think about that guy now. It's like the first thing I think of is like, oh yeah, that's the guy that married that cosplayer. And like, just like I think that, I'm like, oh, that was like a real sweet story how they met. And then I remember the rest of the story. I'm like, I don't know if that is that okay? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Yeah, I think that is a real problem, and that is something that happens. But I don't think it's. I don't think you could just look at like the numbers on it and be like, that's always the case. I don't know. It's like, I think a very middle of the road stance on that, because just like a lot of things that are like, this case, it's a case by case thing. This case, it's clear that that's what was happening, or there's the accusations, or that's how this person, like, I definitely was not cool with this. And then the next one, it's like, nah, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. As long as they're happy, if they have a healthy relationship and they're happy together, you know, but even then, it's like, I can't just toss that out like universally, because like life is more complicated than that. Because there's so many of these things, like life is complicated. There's not like a yes no answer on things. And I feel like if you put that out there, then it's like you're siding with the no's on this, or you're siding with the yeses. It's like, no, there's like gray area on things. But then you're like, you have to be careful, because the next time you're like, I guess that's okay. And then it's like, you know, one of those scenarios where like, no, it definitely wasn't. Like, this person definitely was like manipulated and so forth with it. Live my life in the morally gray. I think there's just a lot of stuff in life that's like that. But even saying that, then you'll get something that is a straight up like, no, you shouldn't do that. But like, yeah, but what about the gray area? It's like, oh man. Your stance has to be like, you have to have a flexible stance in life. Cannot ever run for political position. Let's come back to on forever. Oh, it's much worse than that. Like there'll be. I'm not online a lot. There's not a lot of me out there where I find them out. But like any of this, you could pick any random jump stream. It's like, in this one, didn't you talk about eating human dead bodies? Like, hypothetically, it was a hypothetical. I'm not saying I'd actually do it or that I have done it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't or that I haven't. I'm not seeing either way. It was just in the context of it, we were talking about, you know, a video game, mostly, usually. Cannibalism would be not. Yeah, I think that's I think they'll put out there. It's cannibal. I don't, you know, it's, you eat them bodies. I'm not saying any of that happened. I will say I'm mostly not human. I'm mostly, you know, machine parts now. Right? So technically, if I had done it, if I did it, it wouldn't really be cannibalism. Hypothetically. It's untested in the courts. I think it would fly about as well as my ghost defense, which is not at all. But you know, the nice thing about cannibalism is if you eat the body, there's really not a lot of evidence. Hypothetically. Several days pass. Then at the first signs of spring, the people of Midgard gather in celebration. Are you a robot? Well, cyborg. I was in a terrifying accident in Judd, and my body had to be rebuilt. It's not normal for a human being to have a head this wide. I can say that much. I'm mostly constructed of test dummy parts. I don't talk about it a whole lot, and it doesn't look like it. I really should I don't know, start, just leaving some of the synthetic pig skin off and just, get that robot out there, because it's real easy to just have a kind of like pale, waxy face that looks like a dried up old football and be like, I'm actually a robot. And like, hope people believe it, but don't we start the AI takeover? God, I hope not. Saying that I don't mind taking the cheap path in life, like the most big time people. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Gotta, whatever gets you through the day. Are we going to blame the Donner Party for what they did? No, of course not. It's Jump says. It's a gray area. In each case, yeah, see? Ryan gets it. You can always count on Ryan to be in my corner on this. Ryan supports cannibalism. Is what I've gathered from this, and I am in support of Ryan's support. The stream would have been better without the AI, Joe. Oh my God, I'm so glad I stopped getting those messages. Which is like, it just astounded me. It was like, oh, you haven't seen this before, so it must be AI. That's quite a leap. I can't imagine the things in life you run into that you think are AI. That's kind of troubling to me. But to me, it was just like, it was weird to me that people were not familiar at all with VTubers. And it took me a minute to be like, no, of course, like, it's not actually that big. It just seems big. You see it all the time because that's what the algorithm is throwing at you. You've seen it all the time. It's for the first time. What's that prompt? I always see stuff like that all the time online. We're like, I bet this is AI generated. And then there will be something that is, and then you have to point it out. It's an ugly scene. But like, I just took it as like, why were these people recommended my stuff? And it's probably because of the game, but I try to put like VTuber, like all over this stuff, so that it's like, if you're not into VTubers, but you want to watch old Jum, that's totally cool too. It's just weird to me that I was getting people like recommended the video on YouTube that were like, I hate this cartoon thing. I'm like, why the hell did it send you to this? It's such a prominent part of it. But I feel they may have said the same thing if it was a person on screen. I feel like those people just wanted to see the game without anything else. So that's all I took it as. I wasn't like insulted by it. I was just like, man, these people got sent to the wrong area. They came to the wrong neighborhood. They should have gone to that other one. No way I could make you. I hope not. I hope not. No way I could make Jum yet. I think it would be a while before you can have something that it can be as responsive and reactive and natural human voice sounding in real time. It's possible. It would be insanely expensive. I take over. Sounds like I'm going to talk about schools from someone more popular than me. No, because we're joking around and that's all we're doing is ribbing on this stuff. Awful AI friends ripoff slop. Yeah. But there's a difference between like ribbing back and forth and joking about it, and then like talking about how it's taken over a lot of things. Let's get into like the conspiratorial stuff. Then it gets a little out there. The first signs of spring. The people of Midgard gather in celebration.
everyone. It has been an honor heroing for you.
Uh-oh, it's the ring. Oh, God! You're kidding me. I'll let this through. Take emoji Joe's pants. I'll spam the shit out of this boring ass popular worshipping chat. Well, let me just do this. Nice knowing you. It's the ring. They show up for me. Yeah, it's cause I died at the portal and had to go. I could go all the way back and redo a bunch of stuff and avoid reloading from that save. No, it would have infected like every save now. Several days later, with the ice melted from the fresh spring weather, Jarl Elfing offers you his flying ship to travel to any other place in Midgard that might need a heroine. Your task in Yarvandar fulfilled. You set off for lands unknown. I'm not even mad. That's hilarious. That's hilarious to me. Sequel. I don't know if they made another one of these. You scored 479, 500 points, 22 days and 17 hours. 479 is not bad. I can live with that. I would have liked to do better, but I could live with 479. Your honor is 85%, giving you a rank of exemplary. What does it have to be to get the sword? Does it have to be 100? Well, that might have gone up from the fight. No sequel. I wish. I'll have to see if they got anything else. They made another adventure game though. That's what I'm thinking. If they made other stuff, I would totally play this again. Not right now, not immediately, but I will return and play this again. Because I want to try to get that sword and get the armor, and I would like to try the other types of characters. Is that troll, like, is this statue just hanging out in there? I like this music. They're flying together. Oh, I glanced over and saw that. I was distracted. So he had like fake wings, right? He's flying with his wife, his bird wife. She came back. Or was that the kid? I'll have to go back and watch that. Oh no, she's hanging out in the library. Oh my God. Fly a Valkyrie. It sounds like, it doesn't quite sound like it, but it sounds reminiscent of it. It could just be a part that I'm not familiar with. Daedalus signature style wax wings. I hope they don't fly too high. Oh wow, there's Kraka dueling with the Valkyrie. Look at her. Oh my God, it's smart elves. Great value flight of the Valkyrie. It's weird, like a lot of classical music. Oh, it's Toad. It is Toad on the stand there. They've come to sell their weird collectibles. The wolf. Is that wolf afraid of the fox? The wolf looks afraid of the fox. Is that fox about to beat that wolf up? What was with the note about the one troll? I wonder if it won't say anything. Yeah, I had a feel as soon as I saw that come up on the saves, and I sat there and thought about it for the next couple of days, like, is this going to mess with the rest of the game? And I convinced myself, like, no, it's fine. We'll just keep going. Pretty sizable PDF site for the game. Yeah, so there were a couple parts where I got stuck, and I did look at that. So that was really useful. That's really helpful, like, that they put that out there. but I got that open somewhere around here. It's in one of these tabs. I don't have that many tabs on this browser. Not as much as I do on my other computer. Just because I'm not on this as much. Decades later, Jum's whereabouts are rarely known, but she comes to aid in dire times. The Skald's composing many a song about her battle prowess. Yeah! That's more my style. Those dudes I could take. I could wreck all three of them. One fateful day, she is in battle amidst a circle of enemies, swinging her Zweihander. Oh no! There ain't no way! Taking vast losses, her foes overwhelm her guard. Her body riddled with wounds, she finally falls. Will we be welcomed into Valhalla? There's the Bifrost! Time freezes for a moment, and unseen by the other combatants, the Rainbow Bifrost appears.
We meet again, Heroine.
Brunhild!
Thy time hath come. Mine exile hath ended.
Ooh.
I am once more in the service of Odin, father of the slain, and he doth command me to bring thee to him. Thou hast fought with courage, and has averted the twilight of the gods' Ragnarok. Should it threaten the world once more, thou shalt be ready to fight it as one of the Einherjar.
I accept this charge with honor.
Then step forward, Heroine, and follow me to Valhalla.
I shipped them. But isn't she... Their whole deal that she was in love with, what's his face? Start with an S, I forget his name. Jum's body was never found. Her legend lives on. Nordic roads, take me home. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, she can, you know, she can be into that stuff. She's a I guess she's a higher being. That may not matter as much to them, but that doesn't really matter much in the moral coil either way. It would still work. I don't gotta get fancy with it. She can have it both ways if that's how she wants it. I found like the Viking encased in rock. Yeah. The lava monster from Samurai Jack. Yeah. Spend your whole life fighting and think you get to rest when you die. Nope, you get to fight again. In glorious combat. I don't know. I mean, I guess like you just got to make sure if you don't want to do that, you just got to make sure that like you die a coward's death. If you're like, man, I'm ready to stop fighting, and then just like do a bunch of dishonorable stuff so that you don't have to go there. Or they'll trick you because they're like, you got to go unless you fight me. And then you fight them and they're like, you're going to love it there. And they take you anyway. George, I did watch the Vordelak. What was up with the end of that? I was so confused. Like the way the Vordelak was talking to him, I was like, are they going to reveal that it's some kind of trick and that's not him? But yeah, that was he should have never gone back. He should have never gone back there. He should have known better. He kind of got what was coming to him a little bit. That dude in the Vordelak. But like the only person who I was like, please survive. Really, really like they made it. So that was good. I was really good though. But when they revealed that guy, when he showed up, and it was like, oh, this is our father, and I'm like, there's no way he's a Vordelak. That's what they're saying. They're like, you don't believe in that, do you? I'm like, look at him. Look at him. He's practically a skeleton. He's a skeleton with a slice of ham stretched over it. What are you talking about? Curious, did she meet Thor? Not in this game, Judd, but she probably does in Valhalla. Like modern day work, half-assed just enough not to get more work. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. Valhalla is just like the terrible promotion. I really enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed this game a lot. This game is free, by the way. Let me find a link and put it up there. Really great game. Really enjoyable. I struggled a bit with the combat, but it's doable. You can be better than me, for sure. There's also a $3 support pack, which I need to go buy. But this, you can get the game free from GOG, and I highly recommend it. The publisher has Crystal Shard. They have a big PDF guide, so if you ever get stuck on something, they have a really nice guide to walk you through stuff. I'm pretty sure if you just followed it, free on Steam too. It is free on Steam too. Okay. I don't know. I never looked for it on Steam. I just looked for it on GOG. You can get it Steam too. Let's find that Steam page. Maybe you prefer to have it on Steam. 2013, 2021. When did this come out? Initial release 2013. Yeah. Is it free? It is free. And they have the same DLC on Steam as well. So I'll put that on there. So that's that. Yeah, very good, very good. Really enjoyed the game. A lot of like decent puzzles in it and solving stuff point and click. The combat mixed into it, I really enjoyed. It wasn't so much that it overwhelmed other stuff. There were some really tough fights there. There's some things done before it gets later. All right, Ryan. Well, thanks for dropping by as always. Always good to see you. Hope you have a good evening and get all the stuff done you need to get done. I went back, 20-minute 2-hour stream. So that was exactly what I was saying. Like that game in my mind from where my save was about 20 minutes of content. But I also knew, and why I didn't just keep going, even though I guessed there wasn't much more of the game the last stream, was that it would take me a lot longer because I was guaranteed to die in the final fight multiple times, which I did. Leading up to it was fine. A little bit of rest was what I needed to get through the rest of those puzzles. I was just too tired last time. I wasn't willing to try anything. Reach a point sometimes with games like this where like I get really tired and I should have ended stream like earlier, and I'm just like stubbornly refusing to engage with what the game wants. Like, solve this puzzle. Like, no, I'm not doing that. This is very good. I will play this again at some point in the future, with the goal of getting the max honor or the max score, so I can get that sword just to see what's up with it. Maybe go a different route. Maybe just become as dishonorable as possible. But yeah, I'll have to do a new run. Just do 2 classes. Yeah, I would definitely play a different class the next time through and see how all that goes. Because there's some story elements. Like there's probably some stuff with Kraka that will be different if you're a thief. I'm sure there's some stuff that's different with the wordy wizard if you are a wizard or sorcerer. I forget where they load that in here. Love the artwork, music, voice work was solid. I love the story. I really got to look at that list of honor stuff because I got to really look at it with the intention of like understanding more than just like, okay, here's a list of things to not do. Like, why is asking these questions bad? I struggle with games like that. It was the same with like Bushido Blade on the PS1, where I get to the end and it's like you have not exemplified Bushido. You haven't fought with honor. And I'm like, I mean, I stabbed a guy. Like, was I not supposed to stab the guy? What did I do wrong? And I'm like, maybe I stabbed the guy in the back. Maybe that was it. And like, go and look it up, and it's like there's very specific things. Like, I don't get it. Bump, 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 bump. That's so honorable. I don't know. Bushido Blade was a lot of fun. You could poke somebody in the leg and then they just gotta crawl the rest of the time. I also had a mode that I never finished where you can unlock a handgun. So you can fight samurai with a handgun. But you have to defeat like this nonstop wave of assailants. And I think I probably got about halfway through it and then I got crushed. It can be a pretty tough game. I'll have to put that on the list at some point. Well, anyway, that'll do it for Heroine's Quest until we come back to it again sometime down the road. But don't go anywhere yet because it's time for Bomberman. Which I believe this is level 50. I think this is the final level. This may be the end. And I don't think there's a bonus after this. I think we've reached the end. It's time for the last Bomberman. It is. And then I don't have anything lined up to replace it right away because I haven't had time to work on something. So it's coming. Oh my God, no. I'm just gonna. There we go. I wasn't paying attention. I will not be defeated here at the end. I will scum it. I am guilty, absolutely guilty of save scumming that. It's not the first time on this. Oh, there's the door. I just need to download moves. May do a quick. I don't know. I think I worry that I would become too attached to such things and cause myself trouble. Boom, 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 boom. Join me in horse hell. We have carrots. I have an interest in it. Not so much that I'm interested in the game. This will probably just sound stupid, but like I love the gold ship VTuber. Cracks me up. As I understand it, like the tech that they use, like a lot of VTuber tech spawned from the Uma Musume like lives with Gold Sheet, which is hilarious. Question mark. Yeah, did you not know about that, Sky? You had to have known about that. I have no idea. You really? Yeah, just look up like Golshi VTuber. Like she's done like live presentations. I believe. I don't know if she's still doing it, but it goes back far enough that a lot of the like HoloLive tech, I'm told, sprang from that. Congratulations, you've succeeded in helping Bomberman to become a human being. What? Maybe you can recognize him in another Hudson Soft game. Goodbye. That's the guy from Lode Runner. And so in the first Bomberman, the implication is that Bomberman is the guy from Lode Runner. He becomes human from Lode Runner. I don't think they ever bring that up again. I think they completely abandoned that, and I think rightfully so. Let him be a Bomberman. Yeah, I know. It's such a weird connection. Lode Runner puzzle platformer. His connection to Bomberman series. Starting the first game, Galactic Commando, known as Lode Runner, was later given the name Jake Peril as other Lode Runners were introduced, has the goal of reclaiming people's stolen gold from the guards of the Bungling Empire, a self-recurring group of villains from early Broderbund titles. The original Lode Runner character is not present in International Computer games. NES Bomberman, the player character sprite, is borrowed and recolored from the guard scene in the NES conversion of Lode Runner by Hudson Soft, an extension championship Lode Runner, a pack of fan-created levels. This became the standard Bomberman design. The storyline of the game is a prequel to the events of Lode Runner, which is stated in the Japanese manual. Bomberman is a bomb-producing robot of an underground compound that attempts to escape upon hearing a rumor that robots reaching the surface become human. During the ending, Bomberman is indeed shown to become human, specifically the Lode Runner, making the main character of both series one and the same. The storyline is also in Bomber Boy, another game that occurs as Bomberman reprint. Bomberman TurboGrafx 64 Bomberman is a different story. The PC Engine Battle Lode Runner reincorporates elements of the Bomberman series. Afterwards, both series largely went separate ways and will have been linked loosely. Bombs were introduced gameplay element in the remake, Lode Runner and Legend Returns. So yeah, it is very, very weird, like this strange connection they have. I can't find this. You're looking for the Gold Ship VTuber. I can show you her virtual YouTuber fandom page. I don't know if that has. She's on the official YouTube, the official site. GG. Thank you, Judd. So look at this and make sure that is. Yeah, and there are videos up here. She's featured prominently, so she is a VTuber. Gold Ship. So there is on this. It's in Japanese. This is a bunch of them playing Poppy Playtime. So definitely Sky, check that out. Look in the movie section. They do VTuber stuff. Japanese though, but you can also look at just like there's plenty of clips of the Golshi VTuber out there in presentations. That's the one I remember most, where she's just on stage going, presentation. I'm very good at presentation. Very funny. Very funny. Let me look at who is live right now that I can direct you to. Is it Nochi? I know she's got. Oh yeah, he got delayed. He was doing anniversary stuff. Corporate Rangers. Yeah, I'm getting all mixed up because I'm watching the stream. My brain's short circuiting. This is Inochi Kawa. I guess this is the finale, the part 3 of his 2-year anniversary donathon. He had done like a couple of weeks ago, but I think he had to delay it. Since he's going to do a karaoke, he's doing some games. I do not have the time to get into these games right now, and I feel bad. But go over there and give Inochi some love. Great guy. Looks like he is loading up some Jackbox, so you can get in on that. I will be back on Wednesday. I gotta mute this because it's breaking my brain. I'll be back on Wednesday for more Fatal Frame. I And then back on Sunday for Final Fantasy 1. Sunday grind is back. We're going back to the original Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. I'm very excited about that. I got to make sure I got the manual for that because it is one of those games where you really they don't give you much in the game to work off of. Like if you want to know what a spell does, you got to go look it up in the manual. Just like Dragon Warrior, the first Dragon Quest game released in the US, it came with a big fat manual and a map and everything. So it's it's something. But I finally remember the game. How many games from that time period do you play where you have to fight a boss before you can even get the title screen? Spoilers for it, but it's been old. But that is Final Fantasy. I'm very hyped. So I hope you will check it out. I will be back then. We'll be back Wednesday, first with Fatal Frame. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic evening. And I hope I will catch you again on the next one. Until that time, so long, everybody. Bye-bye. I don't know why I still have the spooky music on the outro, but I think I'm going to leave it. So long, everybody.